Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this video is going to be kind of the order of operations, what you should prioritize, when you should prioritize it, and kind of what you should be playing and when you should be playing it. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so yeah, normally when I'm streaming or, chatting with people on Discord or comments on my videos, it's so many questions about, should I do this, or what should I focus on, or what should I do now that I've done this, or what objective should I be pursuing right now. So I thought it would be worthwhile to do an actual dedicated video about this discussion, not only for new players, but for mid-tier and advanced players, and what you should be doing, when you should be doing it, and all that, because it is such a common concern and question. So first off, for new players, you're going to want to get your first 6-star champion ASAP. You want to rush beeline to a 6-star champion. And ideally, you're going to make that first 6-star champion your campaign farmer. So like an AoE magic affinity damage dealer. So someone like Kale is perfect. If you picked Kale, go ahead, beeline towards 6-starring him, and you can use him everywhere in the game and get a lot of value out of having that 6-star. So now, why rush to a 6-star? I know when I was a new player, I thought, let me get a bunch of 5-stars, diversify myself, and I'll have a really solid team of 5-stars for dungeons and arena and clan boss. That'll be much more value than having one 6-star. And that does make sense. So if you thought that, you're not wrong. I thought that, and I made that mistake. I spread myself too thin, didn't rush for a 6-star. Now, the reason you rush for the 6-star that can farm the campaign is because now all of your XP farm after that will be way faster and way more efficient. So if you the sooner you get that first 6-star, now your subsequent 6-stars will be faster. So you're kind of ramping up your production. If you're sitting here, if you get 5 6-stars, if you get 5 5-stars, you really kind of handicapped yourself on your XP farm instead of getting that 6-star that can speed farm the campaign and then start cranking out the XP. You'll get your next 6-star faster and your next 6-star faster as you improve and get, better gear and masteries and all that. So after you've got your 6-star champion that can farm the campaign, what do you do then? Well, you're gonna be transitioning towards working on a Minotaur team and an introductory clan boss team. At that point, when you get your first 6-star, ideally you're gonna get into a clan as soon as possible. So that'll be about when you're really starting to kind of focus on doing something against the clan boss. And you're gonna want to 6-star subsequent champions after your campaign farmer that you can use in both the Minotaur grind and the clan boss. So first off, you're probably gonna want to build a couple outlaw monks for like your introductory clan boss team. The uncommon here, outlaw monk. So what I did when I was a new player, I built 2 level 50 outlaw monks, and then you can use them as 5-star food later on. Once you're not using him anymore for the clan boss, you can use him as food to make a 6-star. So you're not really wasting anything. You're not really out anything. I wouldn't really 6-star an outlaw monk because he will get phased out eventually. It's not like crazy or stupid to 6-star an outlaw monk. I just personally would lean against it. So get yourself 1 or 2 outlaw monks depending on your roster, and that'll kind of carry you in the introductory phases of the clan boss. And you're gonna want to 6-star champions that have a lot of general utility, that have AoE damage, that place good debuffs along with their damage. Like a Bellower is a really good example. Bellower is a great early 6-star because he's got lots of AoE and he's got good debuffs and he's void, so he'll never be weak. You can use him in basically every dungeon and also for your Minotaur grind. The only downside is he is not going to be good in the clan boss, so you've got to kind of weigh that. But you'll use him basically everywhere except for the clan boss. He'll be good in almost every dungeon, the arena, the campaign, everything like that. So very worthwhile to 6-star a champion like that. You also want to take into account that Bellower is a rare, so he's a lot cheaper to invest in. Rare books are worth a lot less than epic and legendaries, and they take a lot less ascendancy potions. Ascendancy potions for legendaries are very pricey until you're, you know, end game and you're grinding level 15 and you have lots of energy and gems and stuff. Ascendancy potions for legendaries are crazy expensive for new players. So I would really focus on getting a solid roster of rares that are cheap to invest in and can do well in the Minotaur and the clan boss. But honestly, you probably want to prioritize the Minotaur, because getting your first Minotaur grind done is exceedingly important, because it's gonna just add so much capability to your dungeon farming and your clan boss team. So a lot of people do also ask, while I'm on the subject, when do I start the Minotaur grind? You know, at what level should I be starting to really just go hard in the paint on the Minotaur? And the way I did it is you can farm your first couple masteries, like your white scrolls, basically whenever you want, like whenever you just kind of get time or it's part of a mission or whatever. You can farm like stage 10 or something, for your white scrolls. You don't really want to farm for your green scrolls on somebody until like level 13, and you really don't want to be grinding divine scrolls until level 15. So I would say like stage 10 for your white scrolls, and stage 13 for your greens, and stage 15 for your reds. So you kind of want to have a whole team of 5. You also don't really want to solo it. You want to do a full team, do all of their whites kind of as soon as possible, you know, whenever, stage 10, 11, whatever. And then when you can do stage 13, you have enough 6-star champions and stuff to do level 13, transition, get all of their green scrolls, and then kind of wait until you're powerful enough gear-wise and enough level 60s to, you know, do stage 15 for the divine scrolls. You know, so that's kind of the order of operations. After that, it's mainly just kind of grinding which event is live. You definitely want to save your shards for when events are live. You can see that I'm always stockpiling shards. Now, there is a case to be made when you're brand new. You don't really want to sit on shards for too long, because pulling a really GG champion can be account changing. So there is an argument to be made. You don't want to hold on to your shards for too long. I would wait at least a couple days or a week to see if there's like a summoning event coming or something, instead of just pulling them to pull them. But when you are new, it is important to kind of stay low on shards, because getting those game-changing champions can really mean a lot when you're a new player. You know, as far as your missions and your quests and stuff, you just kind of want to, I guess, like, soft prioritize them. Like, make sure and keep an eye on your missions and make sure you're working towards those goals. But I wouldn't, like, kill yourself to solely focus on your missions, because, yeah, you get some decent rewards, some energy and some gems and maybe some skill books here and there and stuff. But you're going to get to a point later on where you get bottled down, and it's going to take you a couple weeks to finish, like, the spider den on level 17 and stuff. You're going to get to a point where, like, you really get bogged down and you get bottlenecked and you hit like a hard wall. You're going to have to like summon better champions or grind certain gear or really iron out a strategy. So you can't really rush to the end of the game. So I would kind of soft prioritize it. Just make sure you check it every day or two and kind of stay focused on your missions. And my challenges have disappeared because I've done them all. But yeah, just kind of keep an eye on them and do them here and there. I would definitely prioritize XP, especially when you have this XP boost live, this 100% double XP. You really want to make sure you are spending all of your energy on XP. You don't really want to be grinding gear in dungeons while you have an XP 100% boost live. And if you're a brand new player, some of the most like impactful money you can spend is actually getting the raid pass, which is going to be 20% XP from all campaign battles, 20% silver from campaign battles, and the extra multi-battle attempts that you can use like while you're showering or whatever, just to be a little bit more efficient. For $10, if you're an active player playing every day, those 20% and the extra 25 multi-battles do add up to a lot over the course of a month. It ends up being worth like the XP if you converted it to energy, and the silver if you converted it to gems or whatever that you would have to buy in the shop. It ends up being worth it if you do play every day. But I do understand $10 is a lot, and you know, some people don't want to or can't afford it. That's totally understandable. But if you are looking to spend money, the raid pass is probably some of the best $10 you can spend if you are active every day. You also, when you're a new player, you probably want to focus on gearing from the campaign. That way you can double dip. You can gear your champions and earn sets that you need, like most notably the lifesteal set in stage 8 is a very popular area for people to grind that are new, because when you are new, you're probably not going to have really good supports and really good healing unless you got super lucky on your summons. So grinding out the lifesteal sets for your champions is pretty popular, and I would kind of use that to gear. That way you're kind of double dipping and getting XP and gear at the same time. Anything else to kind of go over? Yeah, being in a clan that kills the boss every day is extremely important, because getting a good basis of the cruel and immortal gear. Cruel is for damage dealers, immortal is for, you know, supports and tanks and everything. So that's a really good basis of your gearing. And you can also get shards and stuff from the clan boss. So getting a really good base of cruel and immortal gear for your champion pool is very important. So make sure you get in a clan that is about your level and a clan that's active and kills the boss every day. In terms of should you do the gem mine and the sparring pit, I do have videos on those things specifically. For a new player, I would honestly prioritize this first, the 900 pack of shards, because pulling 11 ancients can be really game changing for a new player. So the gem mine and the sparring pit can take 3, 4, 5 months depending on how efficient you are with them and what level they are to pay off. So for a new player, I would prioritize getting a good roster first and then kind of focusing on your sparring pit and your gem mine. They are both worth it, but only if you're going to play for 3, 4, 5 months, and they're kind of a long-term investment, and they aren't going to impact your account quickly like pulling a really good champion would. So for new players, I would recommend this saving up for the big shard pack and kind of getting shards for cheap when you can, so that you can kind of flesh out your roster and kind of progress your account a lot quicker, or a lot more quickly as a new player. So yeah, obviously I could go on and on for an hour about all the decisions, like the Great Hall. You want to prioritize your accuracy for clan boss progression, and you also want to prioritize like crit damage and attack for whichever affinity you use to farm the campaign. It's going to be really important to get to a point where you can kind of one-shot the campaign. I used Bellower, which is why I prioritized the void crit damage and attack, and then accuracy after that. My arena nuker was magic, so that's why crit damage is pretty high on magic. I wouldn't super prioritize the arena. I would just kind of do your best on what your 4 best champions can kind of clear, and kind of you don't have to worry about pushing super hard. Stay at a point where you can have above a 90% win rate. You can see here this week I'm 270-0. That's how you're being efficient with your medals. You're obviously, if you're a new player, you're not going to do that, but you want to stay, you know, 80-90% win rate. So don't worry about pushing super hard to get some crazy high rank in the arena. Focus on getting XP, especially when you have this buff up, and then focus on your clan boss team so you can do better for your team. Make sure you're in a clan that's about your level, killing the boss every day. That's very important for the long-term growth of your account. And prioritize kind of pulling shards, and maybe even hold off on the mine and the sparring pit while you save up for the big shard packs here to pull ancients until you get kind of a good roster of champions, and prioritize that Minotaur grind. It's very important. Your first Minotaur grind is a huge grind. I thought my phone was going to have screen burn because it was so many hours. It was like weeks consecutive of doing the Minotaur grind, but it really pays off, and it's definitely worth doing. So yeah, I don't want to go on too long. This is about the length I wanted to keep this video to, but yeah, definitely let me know down in the comments if you have any questions. I'll do my best to help you out. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.